Chef Stone.
Hello, how are you? Welcome.
You look rather dapper today.
Thank you very much.
Before we get into it, can we take a look at the beautiful collection you have in your culinary library?
Yes, I'm a collector of books and I have hundreds of culinary books, as you can see.
Chef Stone is such a unique name. How did you come about it?
I think the name did not start as a chef name. It was in business school. I used to be called Mr. Stone because I'm the man that cannot be moved. So if I make my mind up and I say I want to do something, just take it as stone. And I can cook stone as well, so yeah.
In 3 words, can you describe Chef Stone?
The first one will have to be audacity. I'm well known as Mr. Audacity because I do crazy stuff. The second would be experience. I think everything I do is centered around building experiences. And the third will have to be daring because I think I've done every crazy thing that you can think of. I've flown out of a plane, bungee jumping, all of that.
So we'd like to ask now, what's the weirdest food combination that you've ever tried but you surprisingly love?
Okay, I'm not a fan of weird food combinations, to be honest. I've seen some crazy ones on the internet, but for me, I'll say probably the weirdest thing that maybe you might see me eat is, and don't tell anyone this one, bread and plantain. It's a weird combination, but somehow it works.
I'm sure your fans would love to hear this interesting tidbits.
I'm sure they will.
What triggered your passion for cooking, and at what age did you cook your first meal?
I started cooking very young, but I would say my first professionally cooked meal, I think I was maybe 19 or 20, and it was working in a restaurant in London. But my passion has always been there. I'm one of those people, I don't know how to play football, so instead of being on the field with the boys, I used to be in the kitchen with my mom.
What is the most innovative dish you've created, and what was the inspiration behind it?
Okay, so inspirational, as far as inspirational dishes go, I think most of what we do here is inspirational. So we try to recreate and innovate. So we did something called an inflated cheese. So we took a mozzarella and we practically inflated it on top of a salad, and inside the mozzarella we had the dressing. So as soon as you bust it open, the dressing just kind of goes right into it. So yeah, I think that was pretty good.
Okay, wow, that was actually very innovative. We know you're the founder of the Red Dish Culinary School, the Burgundy by Chef Stone, and last but not the least, your newest baby, Truck Central.
Absolutely.
Yes. So Truck Central is the first food truck park in West Africa. Now, amongst all your trucks, which truck is your favorite?
I don't like to pick favorites, but obviously the one that makes me the most money probably is the one, and that's the Barrel. It's a drinks truck, so it's a cocktail truck, and it's got a whole female band of bartenders that do flair. So I train them myself, so I'm very proud of them.
Interesting.
Yes.
How does the atmosphere and ambience at the Burgundy contribute to the overall dining experience?
I mean, if you look at the space itself, we kind of designed it to be very intimate. So we didn't want a restaurant that was too big. We didn't want something that was for everybody. We wanted something you could come to for special occasions. And that's basically what we did with this space. So the ambience is very, very warm. And the music is very low, so you can actually speak to someone, have a conversation, go on an actual date. I think people have forgotten how to go on dates these days, so it kind of reinvigorates that and brings it back for you.
It's very nice. Any upcoming events or projects you're working on that we should look forward to?
Funny you'd say that. I'm sure everyone's looking forward to Valentine's Day, and as usual, I kind of like to do crazy Valentine's Day events. And this year is no different. It's called Azalea, and it is going to be the one Valentine's Day that you want to ensure that you don't miss. Absolutely.
Wow. So what inspired the extravagant menu for your upcoming Valentine's events?
Like you said, extravagance. I think that's the word. The key there is to do something that no one has done before, to go above and beyond. It's a 14-course menu, which is, a lot of people would say is a lot, but it's something to be enjoyed and experienced. So each course follows each other and everything is properly planned. The thought that goes into it is insane, and I'm sure everyone's gonna love it.
If the night had a theme song, what would it be?
Whew. I think it's got to be one of those classic love songs. It's got to be, I'm trying to think of something very classic that everyone knows. I can't think of anything right now, but yes, it's got to be a classic love song.
Cue classic love song.
Yes, just cue a classic love song, yeah.
Any surprises or twists guests can look forward to at the event? A dessert that pops, perhaps?
So I'm going to try not to reveal too much, but this year we're actually taking, for the first time, we're taking the Valentine's Day dinner away from the Burgundy, and we're moving it to a rooftop. And what we've done is we've bought out the entire rooftop, including, they've got 14 suites. We've booked out the entire place just for this event, so it's going to be magical. We are turning the place into a love island, so to say, in the sky. So in terms of the food, I don't want to reveal too much. We always do something crazy. I think last year we had like the floating arts that just float as you eat your dessert. So I'm not going to reveal too much, but you're definitely going to enjoy it.
Definitely looking forward to this event. If your kitchen had a dance floor,
yes,
what dish would be the life of the party at your Valentine's extravaganza?
Ooh, so we've got this mousse. So it's an ewa goin. If you know ewa goin, if you've ever tried ewa goin, which is like a bean paste, we made it into a very creamy mousse, topped with a prawn. And I think that is going to be the dance floor for sure. Because it dances in your mouth. When you put it in your mouth, it's just popping. Pa, pa, pa.
So, what do you hope attendees will take away from your luxury Valentine's experience?
For me, I like to do things that will be memorable. So, I want that day to be remembered. 5 years from now, you want to say I was at Azalea and I had the time of my life. The experience was magical. Everything about it was beautiful. That kind of thing. That's what I live for. For people to call me and say I was at Azalea a few years ago and I had the time of my life, or I got my spouse proposed to me. That's where I said yes. So that is the kind of experience I'm looking for.
Share a memorable or unexpected moment from past events that still makes you laugh.
I think this was Dahlia. I think 2 years ago we did Dahlia, which was very memorable as well. We had this whole thing planned out where there was going to be a performance and all of that. And I think last minute the person that was supposed to perform had a little accident, a wardrobe accident, and I could see it, but no one else could see it. And I think we did very nicely with the lights and the effects, and that makes me laugh every time I think about it.
That's a beautiful inside joke. You did a man versus food tour across Europe.
I did.
Which cuisine left the most long-lasting impression in your foodie soul?
Ooh, that's an easy one for me. Italian cuisine is beautiful. And what I like about Italian cuisine is basically the simplicity of it. Very few ingredients, very fresh ingredients, cooked brilliantly. And for me, Italy is one place I would go and I'll spend a month, 2-3 months, and I won't get tired of the cuisine.
If you cook a meal for any notable historical figure, past or present,
okay,
who would it be and what would you make?
That's an interesting one. Funny enough, I think I would want to cook for Fela and Nicola Kokuti. I just have this idea that, his palate is very open and very refined. And I think, trying to think of what I'll cook for him, I want it to be something nostalgic. So I'll probably do our moi moi dish. We've got this moi moi dish, and it looks like a cake, like some kind of, I don't know how to describe it. You've got to see it and taste it to feel it. And it's the smoothest moi moi dish you've ever tasted in the world, I promise you that. And I'd want to serve it to him and just let him experience it and tell me what he thinks.
That's beautiful. So, ever dreamt of rocking the coveted Michelin star on your culinary apron?
I think every chef has, naturally. I was trained in London, I worked in America, the UAE and that, and every chef has that dream of getting the Michelin star. Unfortunately, I don't think they will come to Africa, but if they do come to Africa, I'm pretty certain the Burgundy is where they want to come.
You're very deserving, Chef Stone.
Thank you.
What are some culinary trends in the culinary industry that excite you?
I'm not about following trends. I'm not a big fan of following trends. For me, I like to define myself. I like to define my culinary skills and techniques. So I wouldn't say trends is something that works for me. I go against the trend, if anything.
What would you say is your ultimate chef's kitchen utensil?
Oh, that's easy. My knife. I'm very big on my chef knives. I think I have maybe 30 something knives. I promise you I'm not a murderer. But yes, in the kitchen, a chef and his knives, I don't think you can separate them.
What's the most unusual ingredient you've ever used in a recipe? And how did it turn out?
I cooked stone once, and it wasn't actually a stone, but everyone thought it was a stone because we made it look like a stone at the end of it. But it was actually potatoes, but you would not know it was a potato. So I'd say that was unique only because people thought I cooked a stone, and that kind of made my name famous, the man that can cook a stone. Yes.
If your refrigerator could magically restock itself with one ingredient, what would it be?
Ooh, just one. Can I get like 3?
Okay, sure you can.
Okay, so I would say I'm big on, celery. Celery is one of those things that brings brilliance out of food. So I'll say celery for number 1. Number 2 has to be some kind of protein. And for me, the versatile protein there is chicken. It's got to be chicken because chicken there are different parts of the chicken. You can cook it differently and it's brilliant. And I'll say the third one, even though it's not supposed to be in the refrigerator, I'll say it's garlic. Yes, garlic, beautiful, brings out the flavor and everything.
I'm sure your fans want to see something from you that no one ever has. So show us your go-to kitchen dance move when things get really lively during service. Like
I have to dance? All right, I'll do the moonwalk because, I think I do a brilliant moonwalk, but, the floor is a bit, but let's give it a go. Are we ready? All right, so you're gonna cue music so it doesn't look like I'm a mad person just dancing. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, Chef Stone.
Woo. All right. Too much entertainment for you guys.
What's your signature karaoke song for those rare moments you step out of the kitchen?
Okay, so my karaoke I do in front of the mirror because I'm not a brilliant singer. But in front of the mirror, when I'm on my own, I do karaoke, and it's always has to be Shameless, and that's by The Weeknd. I'm a big fan of The Weeknd. I missed him in Spain. He was doing a tour in Spain, and I missed it by a day. So yes, The Weeknd, Shameless.
Thank you, Chef Stone, for having us at your beautiful empire.
It was an honor to welcome you guys in. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you.